They are de-dollarizing the whole Middle East. They are obligated to use IQD only and obligated to have a new exchange rate and currency. Foreign policy, demographic gift will make Iraq a global economic power with Washington's help. I bought dinar at Wells Fargo 20 years ago. They stopped because they got wind of what's going on around 2012-2014, but now they don't say that it's a scam anymore because they got wind of the US Treasury's communications with them. They're bringing the budget off the shelf. I told you the budget would stay on the shelf collecting dust until they're about ready to revalue. From October 8th to now the budget did remain on the shelf collecting a whole bunch of dust. What did I tell you about January? I said January is a very critical month. Keep your eyes on it. They are now talking about pulling the budget off the shelf and getting the budget schedules approved by Parliament. Things are now finally preparing to happen and come forward because they're about ready to revalue the currency. I try to be calm, cool and collected as much as possible because I'll be honest with you, this transition, when it happens, is going to be something that everybody's going to have to deal with, and it's going to be a shock. Just like the World Bank had said to not just us but they said to the countries of the world, be prepared for shock. They said it in writing that, hey, be prepared for shock, and when Iraq does a big move and other currencies are involved, markets will be shocked to some degree. I guess they can't get it over there, pretty valuable. The brother said they have pallets of the smaller bills there in the vault but they haven't released them yet to anyone. I guess he could get in serious trouble if they found out he took this picture. Frank, so I'm understanding this correctly, your friend who's a contractor, his interpreter has a friend at a bank and he took a picture and he smuggled them out and he gave them to your friend and your friend gave them to you. Sender, exactly. Frank, it had 3 qualifications but the one that got me was the packaging. What's that? Note, underneath it, photo of the known 250 and 500 dinar notes. Frank, I don't know what that is. Where did you get this? Sender, it's from a contractor in Iraq. Frank, it's not just because of the color I see there, it's the packaging that attracts my attention. Sender, my buddy said he got the pictures from his interpreter friend who goes out on patrols with him daily. The interpreter's brother works in a very small bank. He had to pay the brother 3 bottles of Old Spice cologne in order to get this picture to him. Trump's envoy on his way to Iraq. A new message to al-Sudani. Quote, an American envoy is expected to arrive in Baghdad, carrying direct messages from Trump about the security of the region and Iraq's role in it. How can they do that and never add value to the dinar? There are many currencies around the world with weak exchange rates. An increase in the exchange rate is never a random act, it's a reflection of a country's success and economic growth. Encouraging Iraq to succeed and prosper is the only way to increase value. We've been spot on talking about the dollar auctions going to cease, and sure enough they have. I'm thankful that has happened because I know what I own and I'm looking forward to it just like everybody else. Passing laws is not a required step for the rate to change. If they continue their typical pattern and trend where they can't achieve a quorum, or they have too many differences and the session of Parliament gets rescheduled, don't let that be a discouragement. I'm kind of expecting something like that to happen. Either way, it does not impact the rate change, so don't worry about it. Last week I followed the parallel black market rate. On Sunday it was 1,310, on Monday it was 1,275, on Tuesday it was 1,170, Wednesday it was 1,160. Emo Sudani is looking for the black market to reach 1,000. When he does, Emo, the game is on. That is the next step, ladies and gentlemen. They are watching the illegal black market. The value of the dollar is dropping. Thank you CBI for stopping the auctions. We're getting close to the next step. I am very excited. There is a lot of good news coming out of Iraq this weekend. I've been telling you guys to ask for the contract rate on dinar, if you have Iraqi dinar, and that would be substantially higher. I know roughly what it is. It's much higher. And I was told that they discussed this on their conference call, and it was determined previously that everyone with the dinar would be offered the contract rate. Now here's the caveat. Let's say you go into a redemption center, but you have dinar and they don't offer you the contract rate, then ask them for it. A representative of the Kurdistan Democratic Party confirmed on Sunday that the visit of the president of the Kurdistan region, Nekervan Barzani, comes to resolve the issue of salaries of the region's employees and amend one of the articles of the federal budget law, while a representative of the State of Law Coalition expected that Barzani's meetings with the coordination framework would lead to resolving the issue of salaries. Member of the Parliamentary Oil Committee, MP for the Kurdistan Democratic Party, Sabak Subeh, told Shafak news agency, the Kurdistan region delegation, headed by the president of the region, Nekervan Barzani, will meet with the prime ministers, the parliament, and a number of political leaders upon its arrival in Baghdad. He explained that the meetings will discuss employees' salaries and amending Article 12 of the federal budget law. They will also discuss re-exporting oil via the Turkish Ceyhan pipeline, and the dues of companies operating in the region. In turn, the representative of the State of Law, Bakir al-Sadi, told Shafak news agency, the meeting of the president of the Kurdistan region, Nekervan Barzani, with the coordination framework in Baghdad is expected to lead to a solution to the salary crisis. He added that the meeting will also discuss the upcoming parliamentary elections. The Prime Minister of the Kurdistan Regional Government, Nekervan Barzani, is expected to arrive in Baghdad on Sunday evening to participate in the state administration meeting, carrying with him files on the salaries of the region's employees, the budget, oil exports, the upcoming elections, and others. It is noteworthy that observers confirmed to Shafak news agency, yesterday, Saturday, that this visit may be the last chance for Baghdad, and if permanent solutions are not reached for the outstanding issues, the Kurds may decide to withdraw from the Iraqi political process. Citizens in the Kurdistan region are living a semi-paralyzed life, due to the expansion of the general strike in government departments, schools, universities and traffic departments, especially in Suleimania, because they have not received salaries for months. For years, the issue of salaries in the Kurdistan region has not been resolved, and it has remained suspended between tension and attraction with the federal government. Every year, this controversy is renewed with the approval of the federal budget, which sets conditions on the region in exchange for receiving its share of it, the most prominent of which is the delivery of oil revenues. However, 2 years ago, after the region stopped exporting oil through the Turkish port of Ceyhan, the federal government converted employees' salaries into advances given to the region.